Night 1 of NXT Spring Breaking 2024, the match card and predictions for you today. There are 4 matches and 1 contract signing. Gonna kick things off with the main event of this show. For the NXT Championship, we've got Ilja Dragunov defending against Trick Williams. Now, Trick Williams defeated Carmelo Hayes at Stand and Deliver and in the Steel Cage match last week on NXT. But of course, after Stand and Deliver, he said he needs to, well, complete his destiny and win the NXT Championship. Ilja Dragunov has been no stranger to the mess of Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes over the last, 6 to 8 months or so. As said, well, he has actually beaten Trick Williams before at Vengeance Day. Didn't really need to do this match again, since the fact that he's already beaten Trick. But Trick has said, look, he's willing to do what it takes to get this match. So Ilja said, well, Trick, if you lose, you've got to leave NXT forever. The question will be then, is Trick Williams potentially going to leave NXT and go to Raw or SmackDown in the WWE draft? My answer? No. I think Trick Williams is going to be your new NXT champion, a massive title change at Spring Breakin. I think Ilja Dragunov is the one that is going to be drafted in the WWE Draft 2024, and potentially whichever show Gunther lands on, I think Dragunov will be there as well. Moving on then to the NXT Women's Championship in a triple threat match as well, Roxanne Perez will be defending against Lyra, Valkyria and Tatum, Paxley. Interesting that Paxley has been included into this match. I loved the video package last week on NXT. Pretty much explained that why she was following Lyra around for all this time. It was her love for gold. Instead of loving people, she loves the NXT Women's Championship, and of course Lyra carried it with such prestige, and that's why she was doing everything to protect pretty much the champion and championship throughout that period. But now that Lyra's lost it, well, she means nothing to her, and that's pretty cool. The fact as well, she said, well, Roxanne could be the person that I could care for holding that championship now, but it's time I hold that championship. Really gave a real sense of purpose of this entire storyline, the direction of where they're going for it, and what could be leading into the future as well. Because if you're asking me, I think Roxanne Perez is going to get a call up when it comes to the WWE draft. I think she's going to lose that championship, but ironically, she could again, with another championship in NXT, could lose it without being involved in the decision. It's brilliant the way it's been put together, because it will really give her a salty attitude going to a Raw or a SmackDown. I think the long-term play is going to be Tatum Paxley versus Lyra Valkyria. I wouldn't be surprised if Lyra actually went to Raw or SmackDown either. However, I wouldn't be surprised if those two still had a match at NXT Battleground. But I'm going to go for the big shock here. I think Tatum Paxley is walking away with NXT Gold. We've got a no disqualification match which has been labelled a beach brawl. We've got Ruca taking on Blair Davenport. Ruca has actually already beaten Blair Davenport in one-on-one action. However, Blair is still costing Ruca matches, so a no DQ element has been added here, and Ruca was the one to ask for this match, so a part of me thinks actually Blair Davenport will be winning this match. Maybe someone end up being backup for her, but at the same time, Ruca has actually made mention of other people losing time of their careers thanks to Blair Davenport. So I'm actually going to predict Ruca to win, and I think either Wendy Chu or Nikita Lyons will return in this match to pretty much put the numbers against Davenport. So even though I have a feeling Davenport should win by judging what I've seen on TV, my prediction will still be Ruca, and I'm hoping we're going to get some form of return as well. Last of the matches then is the No Quarter Catch Crew going against Tony D'Angelo and the family. So the No Quarter Catch Crew actually got Tony D'Angelo and the family to take out Drew Gulak. Not mentioned by name, you can't mention him by name at the minute. It seems like he's been pulled from NXT, but the No Quarter Catch Crew said this was for the good of NXT. The No Quarter Catch Crew, they didn't want to pay for the services that were done by Tony D'Angelo. I said, done for the good of NXT. It was like it was just done as a favour and we should all move on. So the fact that Tony D'Angelo's family have not been paid, they want revenge in some format. So the 6-man tag team match has been made. Pretty much, if the No Quarter Catch Crew actually win this, I have a feeling that perhaps maybe Tony D'Angelo could be called up to the main roster. That's the feeling that I get. But I am going to actually predict Tony D'Angelo and the family, because obviously he's got new members to the group recently, and if he wants to be called up, it's probably going to be him and Stacks, leaving the other two behind. It probably would just be a duo moving forward, but still, to build this family up to then just tear it apart so quickly for me seems a bit silly. So I'm going to go for Tony D'Angelo and his family to pick up the win here. There was a contract signing as well for Natayla and Lola Vice, of course, for the NXT Women's Underground match, will be taking place on week 2 of this Spring Breaking week. And of course, well, Lola Vice has teased someone that will be a surprise that will be backing her up at ringside. Of course, Carmen Petrovic is going to be in the corner of Natayla, training-wise as well, and of course will be at ringside. So who will be the person that's with Lola Vice? And I had a little bit of a think about it, and the name I've come up with, because, well, Lola Vice has MMA background, it should be her style of match, who also has got MMA background in WWE. Sonya Deville is the name that's come to my mind. Maybe she makes a return here, because a lot of main roster talents have been featured on NXT recently. We're talking AOP, we're talking Karrion Kross, we're talking Natalya, Ivar as well, to name a few. So why not Sonya Deville come involved in this as well? Could be quite interesting to see her make a return to TV. Perhaps even a move to NXT may not be the worst thing, actually. She could be an NXT Women's Champion. She would be very credible coming in at the moment, especially if the likes of Roxanne, Perez, and perhaps Lyra, Valkyria are taking the Raw or SmackDown in the draft. But yeah, that'll be my prediction of who I think will back Lola Vice up. But you have to wait for my Night 2 predictions until next week. But if you've enjoyed this video for Night 1 predictions, do make sure that the like button, share with a friend, subscribe as well, and drop your predictions in the comments below, and check out these videos on the side of your screen right now, including WWE draft videos for 2024. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. I'll see you for the next video.